Do you want to join the Kenosha Media Board?
Do they want
What
me?
are you saying?
He said the Kenosha Bubble Blubble Board.
Hey, Sarah Lucci here of Lucci's Grandview, saying a big congrats to Ktown Connects on their 100th podcast. Keep kicking ass, you guys.
Hey, this is Joy over at Lulabirds, wishing Jason and Donnie a huge congratulations on their 100th episode of Ktown Connects.
On tonight's show, we chatted up with the #1 podcast in our hearts and charts, the self-critically acclaimed Ktown Connects podcast. This is the 100th episode, so you better order those pizza pies and warm up that Roku box, because it is what it is tonight as the guests become the hosts. Our guests are back from that break.
And what a break it was.
So look, Mom, I'm on TV talking with Jason Hedman and Donnie Stork Goddard, Skunk Cutter, Skank Ghetto.
Staccato.
That's what I said. Now cue that music.
So Jake said he had an intro written for us, and he said, "You want us to run it by you?" And we're like, "No,
I'm
let's wait."
so glad he did it, because that was the fucking best.
So that was the first time we were hearing it, and
That was so good.
he got like a few words.
Hey! We just love that song so
I
much.
love it so much. We'll work on the effects here a little bit, but
Thank
You got the next 100 episodes to work on.
oh
Right,
yeah.
What a great intro. Thank you so much for that, Jake.
Yeah, hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Ktown Connects, the 100th episode spectacular.
100! Look, Mom, we've made it.
I'm one of your hosts. My name is Jason, and I'm here with Donnie.
Hey, how's everybody doing? We have all of our favorite cast and characters here having a good time.
Where are we at, though, Donnie?
We're at Frank's Diner. This is a little weird, huh?
Yeah, we've been at Luigi's for a long time now. Did they kick us out finally?
Well, I mean, maybe somebody died and they kicked us out.
Who died and made you Pope?
Yeah. Who died and made you go to Frank's Diner?
What?
Well,
But Kevin's been a big fan and a great sponsor for so long, and he said, hey, you guys should do your 100th episode here.
okay.
And you know what? There's no better place we'd rather do it than here.
Can I have those pictures back?
But can you guys believe it? Jason and I have made it to 100 episodes. That's insane.
That's amazing.
I mean, remember years ago, we're going to do this podcast. I keep swearing. I'm drunk, so I'm so sorry. I edit all these swear words out here. But like, wow,
Fuck up, Donnie.
we started this show as a rinky-dink show. We didn't know what we were doing, and now we've made it 100 episodes of Connecting Kenosha.
Yeah, no, we've been doing great. We're here hanging out down here at Frank's. We got some drinks here from Public, and
In Rustic Road.
yeah, and we got a charcuterie board from Fancy Snacks Charcuterie. That was Emily Jacobs.
Yeah, she was a
episode
former guest on the show.
90.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me.
I don't know either.
But it was a great
It
episode.
was a good episode.
Season 4.
Got too many episodes.
89, number 89.
There you
Number 89.
So we're going to go through and count down every single one of these up. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but the tables are going to be turned here, so to speak. Our good... introduce
We got some
yourself.
friends. We got our friend Jake, the weather guy, Hoey.
Hello.
Of Visit Kenosha as well, and the Art Space podcast. You've been the guest twice at least now, or at least 2 official episodes you've been on.
No, 3, the trivia episode.
That's not really official.
Well, we count it in the 100 episodes.
Okay, it's official.
I just live in Donnie's trunk and you haul me out when somebody cancels.
Yeah, well, thanks so much, Jake.
Yeah,
for being here
Jake,
today.
you've been a great supporter of the show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we got Sarah Kovac. She was also featured on the trivia episode as well as her own featured
Her
episode
own
from way
episode.
back in season 1.
Yeah, remember that?
Christmas.
Yes. All of you have been on the Christmas special.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, the Christmas Carol.
Yeah. So
And the Ktown Connects Christmas special.
So Jake,
the first one. Yeah,
you're 5 episodes.
something like that.
Weren't you Frosty?
I was Frosty. Yeah. I did a stupid voice.
No, you guys have been great. You guys have been great supporters of us, and we appreciate all your
thank you,
everything.
all of you so much.
And you guys, when we need some extra talent here, you guys come through, and it's awesome. So thank you.
So when we retire,
we also have one other person
show.
here.
Oh yes, the local legend Kevin Ervin from Frank's Diner. Hey, how are you, Kevin?
I'm good, Donnie.
It's a pleasure to see you.
Always a lovely time.
Every time I see you, you get more and more handsome and grayer.
And your eye prescription gets less and less stronger.
Did you say Ed Grayer?
Yeah.
I am pretty great.
I think you do this to us, Donnie.
Yeah.
Probably.
And yet his hair is black as hell. I mean,
Right?
Well, it's only... Give me a few more years.
That's the grease.
It's pretty much the grease.
You must use the
From
same...
the pizza pie.
use the same dye as Dr. Destruction.
That's my real dad.
Whoa. Heard it here first.
He was episode number...
But thank you guys so much for all the support over the years. You guys always, when we need somebody for an extra guest or a fundraiser or something, you guys are always there for us, and we really appreciate that. We really do. I mean, you're top 3 right here. Top 3.
Well, there's other people that help us out too, and we appreciate all of them.
Yes,
but
we do. But
you guys actually have some talent behind the mic.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hey.
Well, compared to them,
It's a very low bar.
But so today we're going to kind of turn the tables.
We're going to celebrate 100 episodes.
Well, we are celebrating 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We got our cheese. We got our alcohol. We're having a good time. We're recording correctly for now.
We're all naked.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're all naked at Frank's Diner.
I'm wearing my necklace, dude. Come on.
Well, that's true.
I just have a pancake panties on. Pancake panties on.
That's next week's special.
So make sure you follow Jake the Weather Guy on Facebook. Get on down to Frank's Diner and go get your pole waxed at Wing Beauty Boutique.
I do other things.
You do a great
Mostly.
job on
Facials.
everything. Yes.
Yes. Not
I'll
that
just
kind.
listen to
Don't
you.
look at me like that.
I was listening to your episode today. It's pretty good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were very early on. All 3 of you were very early on the Ktown Connects
First
podcast.
season. Yeah.
Season 1. I mean, let's see. Jake.
Well, we got to go back to the first season now, I guess.
Oh,
I
let's-
guess
let's
now
go.
it's time to hand over the reins of the show, Donnie, and
Yes.
actually shut the...
You talk to us.
There it is.
Well, we got some, the tradition is the warm-up questions, so I have a couple warm-up questions here for you guys. So let's start those up. Get the guests comfortable, make them relax,
thank you.
and get their, clear their throats, that kind of thing. Donnie's got a pube in his throat as usual, so
Sorry about that.
Okay, so here's my first warm-up question. Which Godfather is better, Godfather or Part 2?
Part 2.
Jason?
I don't remember part 2 that well.
It's the flashbacks and all that.
I don't think I saw part 2. I think I watched part 1 and like when 2020 happened. I never saw The Godfather.
What?
What? It's like the best movie in the world.
You know what's so funny that you say that? I recently, maybe 6-7 months ago, just watched all of them for the first time ever. Because Mark, our good friend Mark Rayudo, gave me his Paramount Plus password, and I was like, ooh, I'm going to watch these.
Now, when he closes the door on Mia Farrow at the end of part
That's
1,
not Mia Farrow is not even in the movie.
Diane Keaton.
That's
He
the
watched
Godfather.
Annie Hall
that's,
and
the
he
end,
thought
of,
it was
that's the end of the first one.
Yes.
That's as far as I've gotten.
Oh my God. Okay, so that question doesn't count.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you two from Kenosha?
Yeah, right.
I am not. I'm from Beach Park, Illinois.
I'm like third Italian too. I'm a Garnero, so
Okay.
yeah, it's horrible. I know. My
All right.
grandpa had the trilogy on DVD, and I don't think he knew how to work a DVD, but he had it.
And
So-
you didn't watch it.
No, and I should have got it after he died. I don't know what happened to it. Huh.
Well, that was a bust.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one stunk.
No,
okay. Any job in the world, what would it be?
Working as a dishwasher at Frank's Diner.
You're hired.
Of course, that's what it would be. I would love to work for you, Kevin. I want you to fucking boss me around and spank me when I did bad.
Are you working for me, or are we just having sex? I mean,
I hope both, because I want you to pay me.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez, Jason.
Well, mine. I'll answer it seriously. I guess I'd
Okay.
say mine would be like working like in the props or the sound like movies or something, doing
cool.
like sound effects.
Very cool.
Like the guy who like goes out,
Foley artist.
goes out and records every little sound and like, warps it and uses it to make like a cat noise instead of getting actual cat sound. It's
fascinating when you watch some of those clips how they come up with sound effects.
I would love to do that. That'd be really cool.
All right, bagel or croissant?
Ooh,
that's a tough one.
Croissant tastes better, but it kind of gets flaky. I don't know.
I'm gonna go bagel. I love both of them, but I'm gonna go bagel.
I'm going
Beagle.
croissant, but actually I get bagels more often. But I think I would prefer if I got croissants.
Okay.
Donnie, you said it like bagel.
Yeah, bagel.
No, Donnie, you're going to go play word.
You're going to go play bagel.
Can we play bagel
with bagels?
I like the way you're thinking.
They both have holes.
Do you want to? Well, I'll talk to you soon after the show.
All right. If you could own, excuse me. If you could own anybody in the world as a pet, who would it be?
Anybody?
Any person as a pet, who would it be?
It's not like a slave, though. It's just like...
No, just they're your pet. You know?
You got to take care of them.
You got to take care
Let
of
them out to use the bathroom.
Sally Field.
Really?
That is random.
Mine would be Sarah.
Oh.
Aww,
yeah. I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of you.
Take her for walks.
Yeah.
Donnie, you don't even get a good answer. Just kiss up to everybody.
Well, then,
He does do that.
I'm not going to say what else I'm going to do.
We just know Donnie's a notorious ass kisser.
Oh, he is?
No.
Is this the right time to play this?
Sure. No.
I can't wait to get a Haydn cheese shirt from you guys.
You ever get one, Donnie?
Yeah, you're doing fucking great. And we have a great show lined up. We have two of our favorite people in the studio
first
today.
or something.
I think you're doing a terrific job, and Jake, you're doing a great job. I think you're doing a great job because I think you're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. You're doing a great job. Like I said, the best lobster roll I've ever. Good. Well, you're doing a lot of good stuff out in the community. Keep up the great work. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anthony Kennedy is he's a great man. We had him on the show, and he was one of our best guests.
Really is.
It is a great place. It is fantastic, and I like that. I'll definitely be there front row. Yeah, interesting.
It's interesting. You must be easily bored.
I know. Rob, you're doing a great job with Downtown Kenosha and your restaurant. Keep up the good work. Very nice. Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait for that.
Cool.
And I don't want to toot our own horn here, but I will. Keep up the great work, what you're doing for the community. I mean, you're doing a wonderful thing there.
Well,
I love what you're doing. Keep it. Keep it going. Yep, that's right.
It keeps going.
Cuts off mid-suck up.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I just love the community so much.
These are just a few from a few episodes I grabbed.
Jason, that was a fantastic episode editing job. You're in love with what you're doing. Keep it up.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, what can I say? I just love what we do.
But that's our clip show right there, so I hope you enjoyed that.
All right. Back to our warm-ups.
Fantastic warm-ups. Keep it up. Great job.
Thank you.
Kevin, I can't wait to support Frank's Diner.
No.
I love it
doing
when
a
someone
great job.
talks about like we got these great like steaks, and he's like, ooh, I'm the vegetarian, Donnie.
Fantastic lobster roll.
Well, he eats seafood,
I
right?
do eat seafood. So
Who has a lobster roll? I'm interested.
Captain Mike's.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow, you remember which episode that is?
Well, it was that good of a
So you actually
lobster
did have their lobster
Was that
roll.
even-
Oh, yeah.
Was that even English you just said? You just went like,
I understood.
like you're from Mars or something.
I just might be.
All right.
No,
Next,
I'm from Kenosha.
next question. Donnie or Jason?
Ooh. Like, who would you rather do?
The question is just Donnie or Jason.
Jason.
Wait, so you're asking me if I'd rather Jason or
The answer
Donnie?
is Jason.
Take it where you will.
It's Jason. The answer is Jason.
I would rather do...
No, it's not. You didn't ask
Oh,
that.
it's not who'd you rather do?
It's just
Oh.
Donnie or Jason.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Captain Crunch or Fruity Pebbles?
fruity f***ing pebbles.
Yeah, Cocoa Pebbles, but Fruity Pebbles.
All right. T or A?
T all the way. A's where the poop comes.
Yeah, T.
All right.
Because I like a little milk.
And everyone's got an A. I can look at Donnie's A.
Would you want to, though?
No.
Yeah.
Sarah has.
I have. He
Yeah.
clenches.
All right, where are we going next?
Well, thank you for those warm-up questions,
Sure.
Kevin. That was fantastic.
Not a problem.
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. I'm a Captain Crunch guy.
Really? What do you think about the peanut butter Captain Crunch?
No, I'm a purist. Regular old Captain Crunch.
Are you a fan of peanut butter?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
That was way off topic. We need to kind of bring it back.
Let's talk about Kenosha.
Well, here you go. So we know you guys have been friends for a really, really long time. Where'd you two kids meet?
Yeah, where did we meet, Jason? I don't even remember. It was
We just kind of knew each other through the bars and through other friends for a
through
while.
Mark Ryuda, probably. I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
through like just other people, Mark and people. Yeah, through the bars. He was
Probably
a
really.
dude I knew through other dudes, and he was okay, I guess.
Like 20
then-
years, probably, right?
Yeah, probably pushing that.
Which bar? What was one of the
Was it
frequented
Hat
bars?
Tricks? I don't even remember.
I mean, it's probably like on the bike rides,
Yeah.
patios,
Zombie rides.
ports sometimes.
Because I
you were around.
remember when you were applying for happenings.
Is when I hung out with Mark Ryuda, you sometimes were at those events and
Right.
stuff.
And then I remember when you applied for Happenings magazine.
10 years ago.
Yeah. And Kelly McKay was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, and I endorsed them. You know, we should hire them.
Yeah.
So, like, I remember, like, in my personal life, I, met a group of guys, and then there was, like, certain people you'd gravitate to, like, so, like, you guys met in a big group.
We didn't, though.
Okay, so, like, was there, like, can you remember, like, a specific time where you kind of just called each other or said, hey, let's go to a show together or something like that? Did that ever happen?
It wasn't until after we started working together,
Oh,
I think.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being at your house, though. I think that was before I started working at Happenings.
Yeah,
I was
I
at your
think-
apartment for that party.
Which apartment? The one downtown?
Yeah.
With the shower in the kitchen.
You lived across the street from Copy Center.
Yeah,
I think that was before.
Where
I
Sharon
really
would
know you
watch
that
you
well.
shower?
Yeah, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon would watch me shower. Yeah, that was probably it. Yeah, we probably were at patios or something. We all went over for after party.
Well, yeah, I just knew you through other people. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fucking guy, this
Yeah.
hipster motherfucker.
yeah, and I was like,
That's what I thought of him. He's just like this hipster guy, just,
I was like, this guy's angry at everybody.
Everything's grinding his gears.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the angry one.
yeah, he was the one. He was the gear grinder back then.
Was
now
I?
it switched to me.
Was it? I guess you're reaching that age,
Oh, yeah. I'm reaching your age when I met you.
And you're mellowing out now.
Yeah, I just don't give up. Yeah.
But it was love at first sight.
Oh.
And we said, you know what? We're going to work together. And we did.
Yeah, and
We
you
worked
do.
at Happenings, and we just worked on that for a while.
And so then, where did this idea come up for?
Oh,
And why?
This
Well, we
Cape Town
thought we could
Connects.
do our job better
Yeah,
than our
much.
boss. So we thought
Well,
we
this is during right with the pandemic hit.
Oh, yeah, that pandemic hit. Yeah, everything shut
Okay.
down. The world
Yeah.
shut down in early 2020, and we were just kind of like, we were working for free because we had nothing better to do. The boss was like, we're going to lay us off. We're like, well,
So
we'll
we
just
were getting unemployment.
yeah, so we were getting unemployment checks in pretty good, but we were like, we'll just come in because we have nothing else to do.
Cool.
So you got this shared interest in broadcasting
Yeah.
generally, we'll say, and
Yeah.
entertainment.
Well, our
So-
idea was like a media company. We are going to do like a website, and we were going to do news and all this stuff about Kenosha
We were pretty much want to be Kenosha.com.
before Kenosha.com was
Yeah.
even announced.
Oh, so they stole
We-
your idea.
That's, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's
Oh,
possible.
everybody can have ideas at the same time.
Yeah, but we had that's very similar idea, and one of the things we were going to do was a podcast where we talk to people, and kind of that was a part of the entire big package. And then we realized that we're just two people, have jobs and hobbies and things like that. And
You can't do it. You can't do it.
we can't do that ourselves, so we just figure we do the podcast. We do one thing right.
Well, we try to.
Well, we
About 100 episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Doing
amazing.
something good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, 100 episodes. Woo! Shot. Oh, no.
So, do you have any regrets about doing this?
Nah, I mean,
No, not yet. I don't think. I mean, I
I'm
think,
a creator, so I have to make something. So I'll make this. And
yeah. I mean, it's fun doing it. I mean, nobody hates us. You guys are
Wait,
still
what?
here.
Nobody?
Well, no, I guess.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nobody that I care about.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Johnny's spilling stuff.
No, that was empty. It was empty.
Oh.
So, who was your easiest interview?
All three of you.
Oh, well.
I mean, for me personally, it was because I know you guys so well, and it's just when you know somebody so well and you can interview them, it's just so comfortable. You're just having a normal conversation, like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Some of my easiest ones were like when we did that Halloween trilogy, we did Mark, Jill, and Dale Destruction.
Oh, yes.
We did Mark Ryuta for Handlebars and Bars, Zombie Ride. Jill, because she's a spooky artist. And Mark was the easiest one because we're just hanging out with our buddy in his garage.
At the squirrel's nest.
Yeah. Drunk 2 hours.
That was one of the drunkest episodes too.
That was our drunkest. Yeah.
That more drunk than Danielle and Jeanette.
Oh, Malort.
Oh, the Malort night. Yeah.
Donnie doesn't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That was the Malort that came in.
So that reference was that
was episode 95.
Every time Jason was goading Donnie, he would say Donnie's new girlfriend, and Donnie would say, I don't have a girlfriend. And every time Donnie said that, everyone had to take a shot of Malort. And if you haven't had Malort,
it's not fun.
It's
disgusting.
It's like drinking elephant piss or
they brought
something.
us a bottle of Malort. I don't know why. Ugh.
She likes it, though.
And you guys killed a bottle of Malort.
We
Yeah,
drank
we did.
the whole bottle, yeah. Well, this is a time we can say we're inserting some of these drops that we have from people.
Yes, thank you.
Some of our great supporters from over the years, they wanted to chime in and give us a little hello there from back at their business. So listen to a couple of those while we go pee. We'll be right back with more Ktown Connects.
This is Beth from Lemon Street Gallery. Congratulations, Jason and Donnie, on your 100th episode of Ktown Connects. I can't wait for the next 100 episodes that connect Kenosha.
DJ Diego and Diana here.
From Midwest DJ Productions.
Congratulating Jason and Donnie on 100 awesome episodes
of Ktown Connects, Kenosha's #1 podcast. Congrats, guys.
Cheers.
Hey, it's Trisha
and Boda
from Faded Barbershop for Men.
And we just wanted to congratulate Donnie and Jason
on 100 episodes.
And we're wishing you a happy 100 more.
Hey everybody, this is Hill from Hill's Hot Rod Hideout, and I'm wasted. And I just want to thank my friends Donnie and Jason for bringing the community together with Ktown Connects. Thank you and have a great day.
Oh, we're back from that break.
And what a break that was.
So, anybody ever tell you, no, hell no, I'm not doing an interview, I'm not going on your podcast?
Ooh.
Probably.
We've got a lot of people that cancel last minute and they never come back on.
Well, Topher Grace never got back to us.
That's true. He did
Mark
not.
Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo as
We
well.
didn't really try that too hard on him, though, did we?
We got the guy from Line podcast who kept saying, oh, get a hold of me, and then he just blew us off. But no,
Al Molinaro said he couldn't do it because he was dead. Well, we used to be kind of rough. I was listening to some of our older episodes today, and we were kind of dirty. We would just like...
Is that true, you guys? I mean, you guys
talk mad about...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because Sarah was on the show. She's one of our early episodes, and we were talking about bleaching buttholes and just like anything. We just like... And we would cut out the swear words. I'd go through and bleep them out, but we'd just be silly talking about
Because that was before Patreon. So.
And community access TV.
Yeah.
There's a few on Kenosha Community Media where there's swear words that pop up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the Ricky one, Ricky Talia Pietra, we tried to edit that, I think, but I think one slipped through, I heard, on there. But then we had, like, In the Garden of Eden, Laurel Pesci. That's, like, one of our dirtiest episodes.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
that's when you're talking about butt sex and just all kind of... What happened? Did
we puss out on you? Did we puss out on the audience?
Yes.
Oh.
You sold out.
We did, didn't
Wow.
I don't know. I mean...
We're here for the community.
Did we lose our spark? Is that what
I mean, you don't want to offend everybody.
I mean, we haven't got much hate mail recently.
Right.
So you do need to rev it up a little.
Yeah.
You need a little hate mail.
But we didn't want to, like... I think when we got the mayor, we're like, well, we need to try and play it nice with the mayor.
I think that's when we kind of started toning it down a little bit.
Well, I think, that's probably appropriate.
Right.
But, some guy off the street that, who owns a bar, I mean, you don't have to be so formal with them.
Episode 32, we had Brett Bjorn. He's a second-generation owner of Bjorn's clothing store downtown.
Great man. I love Brett Bjorn.
We had him on the show, and you took some liberties. You asked some questions. What'd you ask him?
I did ask Brett. I was very curious.
You talk about how he met his wife and things like that.
I mean, we get to know these people. That's what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing personally? How did you meet your significant other? And I just want to know.
Well, okay, before you get into the question, let me just read this email we got here from Bethany. She says, trying to listen to the episode with my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Are you 12-year-old boys sneaking a beer from dad's fridge? When was the first time he, quote, banged his future wife? Are you effing kidding me? I'm a podcast junkie and a lifelong Kenosian who loves everything about our local-owned businesses. I can't believe you'd expect a business owner to bring humiliation on themselves on a podcast that a future customer can hear. 2 more of my good friends are featured, and if their episodes are more of this moronic nonsense, it'll be the last 2 I listen to. I wonder who those 2 were.
I think one of them might be me.
Oh.
Do you know her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Very well.
No, you were before Brett Bjorn.
I know. Maybe she didn't listen to it.
Right.
I know her husband comes here every Sunday. He sits right here, actually.
So, Bethany, you still out there listening? So, drop us a line at Ktown Connects at yahoo.com. And
tell us the first time you banged your husband.
Yes. I mean,
wonderful.
Isn't that the information you want to know when you listen to the Ktown Connects podcast?
Dark sense of humor.
I know. Maybe I shouldn't have asked it.
That's why we get along.
Yes.
I think Bethany's out bragging about how she changed the podcast and made you guys wimp out and sell out.
Yes.
They don't ask that question anymore because of me.
She tamed you guys.
Yeah. She really did.
We got lame.
And Brett gave us a good answer. He could have said he wasn't going to answer it. He answered the question.
And she was listening to it with him?
I think at work.
Well, she worked there with him at the time. She
said, I was listening to it with my boss.
I think so,
So they were listening together. He would have known he said that.
They probably had it on at the store and were listening to it. And she was like, what the hell? You know?
And her ears started bleeding and she ran out. Oh.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little lovemaking.
No, Brett.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Brett's a great guy. He's got a good sense of humor. I mean, his dad had a crazy sense of humor, so I think he got it. I mean,
I think when you get hate mail like that, that means you've made it.
Exactly.
We've made it.
Sure. You can be a Patreon supporter for as little as $2 a month.
That's it. That's it. Really? As low as $2
As little as $2 a month, Donnie.
You can support the Ktown Connects podcast.
And let me tell you, that money does not go into the pockets of Jason and Donnie.
No,
have you seen how these guys dress? That money goes back into the community in the form of gift certificates, buying product for their podcast, and all kinds of sorts of stuff that support local business.
Yeah. Yep.
So, in fact, when you support Ktown Connects, you are supporting thousands of local businesses in Kenosha.
Evan, you working for PBS now?
I think that's a new Patreon commercial.
Oh my God. I'm up in my support.
Yes.
I'm going to $20.
Can I go down to $1?
I'm a frustrated voiceover guy.
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, 100 episodes, really. I mean, you guys were very early on. Did you think we would make it to 100 episodes?
No.
You guys were like,
I don't know if I thought you would, but I certainly hoped you would. Because I really do enjoy it. And then, like, some of the people you interviewed, you know, they're not like dynamic, crazy, world-known people, but it's interesting. It's still interesting.
You get to know a lot of people that maybe you didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Just average people from Kenosha that you get to know, and you go, oh, everyone's got some kind of little cool story connected to them, and you're like, oh, that's neat. I like that.
And that's what I like about doing the show. Like, maybe there's a business owner or older person or whoever that we interview. You don't give two hoots about, but then you listen and you're like, oh my God, wow, that's how they met their significant other, or that's their story. That's how they got involved with that.
Or that's when he banged his wife.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's connecting Kenosha right there.
No, if we're doing the earnest whole thing right now, like I'm a quiet guy. I'm not a talkative person. I don't go to bars and stuff, so I don't hear about a lot of this stuff, but I can tune on this episode and hear you guys ask the questions I always wanted to ask, but never had the guts to. And it's just pure entertainment. I listen to every episode.
I mean, you just get to know everybody that's
and I learn stuff. Yeah, and then I go on, but then I feel like I know the people, and I can imagine walking into a place and telling them a story that they told on this podcast, and then being like, "Who the hell are you?"
Well, I'll talk to Jake. I'll start telling him something. And they're like, "Yeah, I heard on the podcast." Oh yeah.
I'm your biggest fan.
Well, we do appreciate you, Jake.
Well, that's cool because the podcast is just even more than that. Like I was in that fake commercial there. You guys do give a lot back to the community. You've been instrumental in a couple really great fundraisers through the podcast, and that's great. Tell us about those a little.
Well, first we did that Lemon Street one.
Yeah, we did a little guest bartending appearance at Fusion.
Yeah, and you made up those graphics of our heads on Tom Cruise.
Yeah, for cocktails. And all. Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, we raised
like almost $700 or over $700.
Oh, wow. A little over $700 for Lemon Street Gallery, which Jake and I are board members. I don't know if you guys know that.
I did not know.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't. A lot of people don't know. I kind of keep it quiet. Jake likes to brag about it.
I never tell anybody, but everybody knows because of Donnie.
But yeah, we did a little fundraiser for Lemon Street. That was a fun night bartending. Huh?
Yeah. We raised $700 on one night of bartending?
Yeah. Wow. Over $700.
That's like New York tip time,
Yeah.
That's like bartenders in New York
How did we
make.
do that in one night?
Well, I mean, our good friend Merrill from Lakeshore Pedal.
Oh, some people came in and dropped in like 50s, 100s. Yeah.
And other stuff in there. But hey.
Yeah, so the first one we did was Lemon Street, and we were doing a lot of cool stuff back then, which we did like the raffle.
Oh,
giveaways.
Yeah, you guys did giveaways and the live raffles.
Yeah. Give away a lot of stuff.
We'll bring that stuff back. I mean, we're just...
Will we? And these were some of your like brainchilds. They were great. They helped spread awareness of our show and stuff like that. So, and a lot of them were given to us. They were donated to us, or else we bought them with our own money.
Right,
from
with sponsorship money. Yep.
And this was during the pandemic, and it was very important to support local businesses back then. Even more
it's
so.
always important to support local businesses.
For sure.
But yeah.
And then we did the Christmas Carol fundraiser. That was an insane night.
And all three of you were involved in the second Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Well, you're all involved in the first one as well.
The first one we did a Christmas special.
Yes.
That was a recording. That wasn't a fundraiser. That was just a special we did. It was about half hour long. It was supposed to be like a variety show kind of thing.
That's great.
That you wrote.
Yeah, I did. I wrote it all.
That's why it was so horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, the Christmas Carol was fun over there at Fusion.
Yeah, that was fun too.
All three of us participated in various ways.
And remember when Don Miller got so mad at you?
Yeah, I dropped a few F-bombs that night as Bad Santa.
You were so funny as Bad Santa.
That was great.
That's on our YouTube Ktown Connects channel. You can find Kevin doing the Nog Talks with Corey Elijah.
Yes.
Taste testing the eggnogs.
As Bad Santa. So he would ask questions as we tasted the different eggnogs, and I would answer them. And it was fun. I liked doing that.
We raised a lot of money.
We raised over $6,000. That was great.
We had so many people involved with it. That was the crazy part. You had Daniel Thompson doing music, and I think Jordan Pauly did a stand-up set.
Yeah, there were two stand-up guys.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Morgan from WLIP.
We want to get everyone together. We want to have a night that was worth it for the people that came and sat through it. So we wanted to be enjoyable.
And then you live streamed it too.
Yeah,
we were doing everything we could.
You had an auction going on too.
That's why we didn't do it again, because it was just so much work.
Just a lot of work.
Wow.
That was a fun night. And things went pretty smooth. We were like,
they went totally smooth.
Because that's my nervous thing is I'm worried about something going wrong.
Well, you were the director too, so a lot of it was on your shoulders.
Somebody not
and
showing up, and things like that. But no, everyone
showed up, and like all the cues worked and everything. And because it was a small stage, and people had to get up and leave to make room for the other people, and it all went smooth and seamlessly.
It went way better than I could ever imagine. It really did. I mean, we killed it, to be honest. All of us, everybody in this room,
everyone went great. Yeah,
you didn't even mention all the people that were in it.
Yeah,
Katie, Bowden, Trish, and
Faded Barbershop
Ron
for Men.
Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, Fusion
Wallner.
Was,
Well, we were kind of teaming up with Kino AF at the time, which was an idea with
Is
Corey
that a
Elijah. I don't think so. It's the only time they were ever involved in anything, I think, was their thing with us.
Yeah, with Corey Elijah, Daniel Thompson.
But we still kind of ran the whole event, though. We were
they were helping out a little bit. But it was Jason and I who just kind of put the whole thing together. And
we had to collect all those raffle prizes and things like that.
Yeah, that was...
And you guys packed Fusion.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a smaller space, but I think you could easily have gotten a space twice the size and packed that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to do something bigger and better in about 5 years. I said in 5 years. Hey,
Donnie, are you on any boards?
I'm on the Lemon Street board and Kenosha Community Media board. Jake,
well, you're doing a really good job, Donnie.
Thank you.
Really
I can't. I
love what you're doing.
Thank you.
You got the best lobster roll in town.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I would never be a member of any club that would want me as a member.
Do you want to join the Kenosha Community Media board?
Do they want
What
me?
are you saying?
He said the Kenosha Bubble Blubble board.
Did I just mumble that?
Well, we should probably take a break now and then go into our final segment of the 100th episode.
All right, we'll be right back after these words from our past guests.
Blah, blah, blah.
Paul and Jen from Ashley on the Lock. Congrats to Donnie and Jason on 100 episodes.
It was so much fun being on your podcast.
And we wish you all the best of luck in the future.
Congratulations, Donnie and Jason, on your
100th episode. We're so proud, and we love you, mostly.
Yay!
Jimmy!
And this is Nikki at Interlude 2.
Want to give a shout out to Donnie and Jason for having their Ktown Connect 100th episode. Oh, shit.
Hi, this is Jill Grzelski from Lemon Street Gallery, wishing Ktown Connects podcast a heartfelt congratulations on your 100th episode. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot wait to hear the next 100. I better be on another one.
This is Daniel Thompson of the Uptown Observer, and I just want to congratulate my friends Donnie and Jason on making 100 episodes of Ktown Connects. I've been fortunate enough to be a guest multiple times on the show, but even more fortunate in that I've gotten to know these guys very well over the past few years. They are telling the story of Kenosha beautifully, one interview at a time. I hope you guys go for 100 more episodes at least. You are an asset to the community, and we are so lucky to have you. You guys do incredible work. Don't ever stop, my friends.
Well, we're back from that break.
And what a break it was.
That's right. We are here at Frank's Diner recording our 100th episode spectacular.
Still.
3 days later.
We're supposed to be home by now. We're taking us a little longer than we thought.
Well, it's only...
We're not too bad.
We're having a blast.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for participating in this and being here for us.
Really appreciate all three of you so much.
So, Donnie, we're here... We're having some drinks here.
Yeah, we are. We're celebrating 100 episodes. We're celebrating 100 episodes of the Ktown Connects podcast.
Now, thinking back, we've had some other episodes that we've had a few drinks on.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
Barely, but I've made some mental notes.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
Over some of the drunkest I've gotten during some of these episodes. I wanted to see if you remember these episodes. So you remember when we had Manny Ramirez, Mr. Wings on the show?
Oh, good old Mr. Wings. He brought gifts. That was really cool.
Yes, he brought
Guests used to bring gifts once in a while.
Yes,
that was really cool.
That was very nice.
What did he bring you?
A record.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember which one. Thank you, Manny, so much for that.
He brought me a little Star Wars figure that I think is still in my bag, my podcast bag.
See? You're keeping it close to the heart.
Yes. Yeah.
But boy, wow. We got drunk during that. It was like a snowstorm happened. We're recording at Luigi's as we normally do with Mr. Wings, Manny Ramirez. And boy, that episode was 2.5 hours long of recording, pretty much.
Yeah, I had to cut that so much. Oh,
to like 59
Well,
minutes.
Manny loved to talk. He's a dreamer.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of ideas.
Great man.
Cool guy.
And
but
he's accomplished so much since he's been on that show.
He got so drunk he couldn't even drive home.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? I had to give him a ride home.
Oh, boy.
Oh, nice.
And then guess what he springs at me when I'm bringing him home?
That he loves you?
No. Even worse.
What?
I ordered from Big Star. Can you stop there so I can pick it up?
Not Big Star, Spot.
I'm sorry, the Spot.
I was going to say, if there was a snowstorm, you weren't going to Big Star.
Well, there was a snowstorm last week in the Big Star.
I guess.
They open early March.
Does he live near it?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
But I was drunk and I just wanted to go home.
You weren't.
But yeah, oh boy, Manny and I and Jason were a hot mess, and I had to give him a ride home first, stopping at the spot to get his dino nuggets.
And he got the worst thing.
Did he at least call ahead? And
yeah, he did, but it still took forever.
I would have been like, add on a cheese square for me.
Yeah, and I think he did order something for me. I was like, I don't eat meat.
Cheese square.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was thinking ahead, but what a great episode that turned out.
Any other real drunk ones that we did? I don't know. Mark Ryuta, our buddy Mark.
Who could forget the episode with Mark Ryuta?
He's the founder of the Handlebars and Bars bike ride here in town,
Yep.
and he's also a good friend of ours.
Yes,
so
we love him
He
so
had us
much.
over at his garage.
The Squirrel's Nest, as he likes to call it.
It's a garage bar. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's not a garage. It's a
bar.
It's a little bar.
Sarah, you've been there.
It's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
Jake, Kevin, you got to stop over there one of these days.
That was a drunk fest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. What was it? It was like, okay, let's start drinking and we're going to start recording. 2.5 hours later, after drinking nonstop shots and beers, we decided to start recording after 2.5 hours.
I think by the time we were recording the actual episode, we pregame for 4 hours, we said.
Oh.
Did you guys have like people coming and going too?
Yeah, Guy Crucinelli was there.
Yeah.
People were coming and going. It was a
mess.
It was a cluster.
This is a mess too, but
yeah, well.
But I think your number one drunk fest
Yes.
was with Jeanette and Danielle.
I agree with you.
From Captain Mike.
Yep, Portside Catering and Captain Mike.
that was recently. That was like our 96, 95 episode. That was just
That was the season for that.
they brought us a bottle of Malort. Yeah, it was,
and we just chugged that whole thing. We just kept going. Oh my goodness! What a great episode that turned out to be, though.
Season finale. Right?
Yeah, it was. We brought it home with that season finale.
You were playing a drinking game that Jason kept egging everybody on to, and you ended up killing that bottle of Merlot.
Yeah, never again. Never. I haven't drank it since.
You should have never drank it to begin with. Our stuff is cross between donkey pee and turpentine, and it's just.
And those
nasty.
are two things I really love.
No, sure,
but combined,
separately, they're great, but together, no.
Another thing that we've done throughout the entire episode run is the trivia segment that we do at the end of each show, and that's been difficult for me to come up with trivia for 99 guests now.
Difficult for you. It's difficult for me to
You
win.
just get to sit there and guess stupid answers.
Well, I mean,
I don't even try.
I have beaten the mayor.
Yeah. And you beat Sarah.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. But it was.
But that was.
That was.
We've been bringing up different ideas we've had here and there throughout the times, and the Dirty Talks one was one of the most controversial, I guess.
Yes,
because that was kind
canceled for that one.
Yeah. But
we can't talk about that because we got a nasty email that we can't even talk about.
So if anyone has any Kenosha trivia, any ideas they want to send me, hey, drop me a line.
Ktown Connects at yahoo.com.
I love the thing you're doing lately with the guess the dish at the restaurant.
Yeah, that's really
a
cool.
one.
But that's only we can do that for so long until.
It's
I'm already running
harder.
out. I think I have one more show left in me.
Okay.
Well, he's only got one show left in him. 101. We're done.
Yeah. Well, we're done with trivia. Then we need something else for trivia.
So, what about your top favorite episodes, guys?
Oh, we gotta get into our favorites.
Oh, all right.
And you can't say us because we're sitting here.
Right, of course.
No. Besides us.
I mean, you guys, great
1, 2,
episodes.
and 3 right here.
I mean, really, you guys were great guests. I'm just, fantastic.
Yeah, we know.
This is a hard list to make.
Yeah, it
was really difficult.
Narrowing it down from 100 to 3 or 4, whatever you're doing here, to 3. Yeah, that's.
And I didn't narrow it down to 3. I got
ties.
I nailed it to 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
What's your number 3? Let's hear you.
Okay, my number 3 is the Halloween trilogy we did with Mark Ryuta, number 59, Dale Destruction, number 60, and Jill Zorgelski, number 61. We released those all in early October. Boom, boom, boom. We had 3 episodes out, all having to do with Halloween. I thought that was really cool and kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And all 3 of them together were great guests. They're all 3 friends of ours, and we made the conversation, natural and smooth, and we had good times. So that was a good little run we did.
So was it your top 3 or
no? That's my number 3.
His number 3 is 3.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, those were some fun episodes. Those really were.
The trilogy of terror.
Yeah. Well, my number 3 was Angie and Ben from Union Park Tavern.
Oh,
great sponsors of the Ktown Connects podcast as well.
Yeah,
but I thought they had a great chemistry. They weren't nervous at all, and they just talked about everything on there.
It was cool to hear Angie's history with Kenosha.
Yeah, I mean, she's been bartending a long time in Kenosha, the Port, TG.
Oh, her grandpa owned a bar, Jubilee, over there, right a block away from her bar now. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's a really cool kind of story how she kind of grew up with that and came full circle. And
yeah, I thought it was a very great episode. I thought we both nailed it.
Wow,
we both nailed it. I mean, there's very rarely that Jason and I both nail an episode. It's either him or me, mostly him. But one episode we nailed together.
All right.
What's your number 2? Let's hear this.
My number 2 is the activists we've had.
Ooh.
And not just those, but we had like Varnell Patterson. We've had Shay Majors, rest in peace, Mr. Kenosha.
R.I.P. Mr. Kenosha.
I listened to some of his show today, and that was a great episode. And then, like, another side, we had Kevin Glowicki.
Oh, boy.
That's making your best of?
Yeah, because it was just
so insane.
So bizarre.
He had this story to tell, and he had it. He said it. He told his story, and he seemed really determined that he knew what he was talking about. And it was at least interesting to listen to and just talk to him and be like, really? That's what you think? Okay, dude. All right.
Definitely not boring.
So yeah,
that was intense.
And then just the entire experience of having him come to we had to talk him into coming to Kenosha. He was scared to come. He thought he had a target on his back. He said he was bringing security with him, which was like his girlfriend or his sister or mom.
Weird. And they just sat in the corner.
He was real paranoid the whole time about everything. And then we're recording at Luigi's. And we're there on Mondays when the place is closed, but there's this one guy who comes in who works down in the basement doing the dough and stuff. And sometimes you'll see him come around. He'll come around, he'll wave, hey, how you doing? How you doing there? What's his name? Luigi or something like that? Mario?
The restaurant's called Luigi.
Franco. I was close.
Good old Franco, the dough maker.
Hey, Franco.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He died?
He doesn't work there anymore.
Oh, that's not R.I.P.
I thought that's why Luigi's was closed tonight.
Retired in peace.
So Franco would work there, but he also had another job as a security guard. And this day he showed up in his security guard uniform.
Geez.
Of all the days.
And he's walking through the other room, and Kevin Glowicki sees him and freaks out.
The look on Glowicki.
Who's that?
Yeah.
What's going on? He thought it was a cop because he's wearing the blue shirt and kind of in the dark. You can't really tell the difference that well. And we're like, no, dude, it's okay.
He's just a dough maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he freaked out. He was like, well, I'm going to grab my gun.
Yeah. Glowicki was way over the top. It was, those are the kind of people I would love to talk to because their stories are just so
outrageous.
That makes it interesting, though. It's like, really?
Well,
okay.
It's like, Time always picks the person of the year, and people get it confused. They think like that's the best person of the year. It's not that. It's that they were the most interesting or influential or did something so outrageous, notorious that they became the person of the year. So that's kind of, he fits in that category. I get it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was very interesting show, and just the build up of like, oh, we got this guy on the show because he was red hot at the time. He was red hot.
Yeah, we got him right away too.
We got him right away, and we had to convince him to come on the show, and we were show prepping like we never have done before.
Oh yeah,
except for
I sent questions and I sent the prepared questions ready to go, and I was ready.
And we never send prepared questions. We never do that.
And I remember when I listened to that episode, Julie was out of town, so I was picking her up at O'Hare, and I got there early, so I'm just driving around O'Hare, just waiting for her to, come to the spot where you pick them up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm listening to this, I'm just in my car going, this guy's a nut! I'm just like, screaming to myself, like, what the hell? This guy is crazy!
Yeah,
like,
it was outrageous.
It's a good one.
I love the nuts where I can say you're kind of a nut, and they go, yeah, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. Like Kimberly from Authentique, when I called her out on the Trump commercial, she's like, okay. Kind of crazy, right? Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. Right?
Hey.
To each their own, right?
All right, Donnie, what's yours?
Oh, boy. What number are we on here?
Number 2.
Rob Gronkowski from Villa de Carlo. I love this episode.
Rob Gronkowski from the Patriots?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a great tight end. Hall of Famer.
It wouldn't be a show unless I butchered somebody's name, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Is that what I said?
Rob Greshkoviak?
Greshkoviak. God.
So close.
So close, but yes, so far away.
I like Brett Favre from Mike Bjorn's. He's great.
But Rob was such a great interview. He was.
Wait, you got to start again for the real episode.
Are you going to cut this?
Not for the Patreon. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Just can go with it. Fuck it.
Who?
Cut that.
Who's your number 2?
So who's your number two,
Donnie?
No, I can't do it.
You got to say his name. You got to say it.
Rob Gronkowski.
Oh my god.
It's on your page.
That's right.
I got it right here. Did I spell it right? No, I didn't.
Rob
Groskoviak.
Just say
From
Villa
Villa
de
de
Carlo.
Carlo.
That sounds like you're saying scrotum act.
How did I nail it on the episode? I nailed it on the episode.
Probably took it 5 times. I don't know.
No, I didn't know there was the one where, because I remember you're like, you nailed it.
Well.
Rob Groskoviak.
There you go.
From Villa de Carlo. What a great episode he had. He had so much fun on the show. He never gets interviewed. And he was so flattered that we had him on the show. It was fantastic.
All right.
That might have been the episode where you dropped the hot tip that the Kenosha Hospital has the best food.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Because Lou Regani came out after that.
Yes.
Rob and Lou Regani go to the Kenosha Hospital to eat their lunch.
I still haven't gone, but that is on my bucket list.
Well, you can't go for emergency care, but you can probably go sleep there.
Right.
That's right.
So, all right.
But yeah, but Rob, he's got a great story to tell. Check out that episode. It's great.
Jason?
Hey, my number one. My number one is the classic history old dudes, including Steve Casey, John Collins, Lou Regani, and Louis Cito. I love talking old Kenosha with these old farts, and they delivered, and we talked some cool stuff. So that's some of my favorite stuff, obviously, is old Kenosha talk, and these guys brought it out.
Hey, they came through.
If I need a co-host, I'm going to call one of these 4.
If you want to know what a theater used to be called, you tune into those episodes.
You should call him Regani. I heard he's looking for a job.
Oh.
Maybe he can be part of the Ktown Connects network.
Ooh.
Donnie, you're number 1.
All right, my number one is a combo. It's both of the...
A combo? Wait, what? You can't do that.
Come on.
All yours have been.
My favorite is all of them.
Mine is both the holiday specials, Christmas specials, because, I mean, we had all of you included on both of these, and it took a lot of work, mostly on Jason's part, and all of us, but mostly Jason.
It's always mostly on Jason's part. Let's be honest.
But, I mean, these episodes were so great and so well done, and all of us had so much fun, and it's just so fun that you can listen to it whenever you want to, but, you know, and just raising money on the second Christmas Carol, it felt great for all of us. We're involved. We raised a lot of money for people, for kids. And the first holiday special was so much fun. We all got so drunk, and we had guests come in and out.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, those were some of the funnest episodes that I think we've ever done. Yeah, I mean, they really are. We just shoot the shoot, and had a good time. I loved it.
I want to chime in here because Kevin tried to say that I do everything around here. And I want to say how false that is.
Well,
I mean, the editing process, that's all me. But you...
No, stop.
You book it.
Donnie, you're the guy, man.
No,
you're the guy that made Ktown Connects what it is.
It's a team effort here.
No. Shut the...
Donnie, you're out of your element. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
No, you're the one who does the promotions. You're the ones who puts together these graphics. You do the YouTube videos. You book these guests I tell you to get. And...
Well, wait, you don't know who's coming up in the next 2 episodes. They're the worst.
In the trees, but I never heard them singing. No, I never heard them at all. Till there was you.
Wonderful.
Donnie, you do a great job.
No, you know what? You do a great job.
No,
and
you're
keep
doing
what you're doing. You're doing fantastic work here.
You are wonderful. I would be in front row.
You know what? You know what's so good? We work so perfectly
I am
together.
buying your T-shirt.
I'm going to buy you a Ktown Connects T-shirt, courtesy of the lettering machine.
Right
no.
All right.
But we couldn't do it. I couldn't do it without you, and I couldn't do it without all three of you as well.
I'm never here.
Yeah, you probably could.
You probably
could definitely do it without us.
No.
We couldn't do it without your support.
Yes.
Oh,
you did for like 90 of these episodes.
Yeah,
but you were there.
You're a listener.
I was in your trunk.
Yes, you were there.
And you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Oh, yeah, we got the Scarecrow. Which one of us is Scarecrow, Lion, and Tin Man?
Yeah, I'd be the Scarecrow because I bought a diner, which means I have no brains.
I'm the Cowardly Lion because I don't like to talk to people.
I had 3 people on my list that didn't make my list.
Oh, let's hear this.
Even though I had plenty of people on there. Anthony Kennedy was awesome.
I loved him. That was a great show.
Alvin Owens, actually, when I went and listened to his again, he had a really good story. The way he grew up in Kenosha, and then he went out and tried his hand with acting and stuff like that in New York City and Hollywood. And then he came back to Kenosha, and now he's doing good community services for Bull and things like that.
That was funny how we recorded that episode, too, during the middle of the day on our lunch break.
Oh, yeah, we had to do that early, yeah. And then I also have Sarah.
Oh!
Sarah Kovac, a wink on there, because that was amazing butthole talk.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to listen to it.
You should.
I just hate my own voice so much.
It's a beautiful voice you have there. It's fantastic.
It's a cute little voice.
I had Varnell Patterson, which I know is one of your favorite ones as well.
He was a good guy, yeah.
You know what? One of my favorite ones that surprised me, that really surprised me, was Kenosha Opera Festival.
Oh, yeah.
It was like they were emailing. We want to be on the show. We want on the show.
They were very enthusiastic.
And they were funny and they were great. Yeah. And because like Jason and I both like, this is going to be boring as can be opera in Kenosha. But Nick was hilarious.
Yeah, they were fun.
I mean, it was just it was a surprising episode how fun it was.
I haven't heard anything from him since.
My favorite part about that...
They only come around at the end of summer.
Oh, okay.
My favorite part about that was that for the next, 3-5 episodes, you would accidentally leave in the, what's your favorite opera question? And you'd have, some random bar owner be like, opera? And, shoot, we forgot to delete that. That happened, 4 times after that.
Pagliacci?
I also liked the mayor episode as well. I thought that was... I mean, we didn't get too political with that. We just got to know the mayor as a person. I say this on a couple episodes, but I thought it was very well done. A great way to start season 2, just to build that audience up. We got the mayor. He's going to be on
a big deal
on the opening episode of season 2.
And we couldn't mess with him either.
Right. I thought this was good. We got to know him as a person. It was like going to California to fucking dig for gold, for crying out loud. Who knows that kind of stuff? I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had a lot, obviously Chef Danielle, that's one of the best episodes, getting drunk with them. I mean, that was super fun.
I have a question for you regarding some of our commercials and our past sponsors. One of them was the Downtowner Saloon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeehaw!
R.I.P.
And we did this commercial where we did a southern accent.
My favorite.
Is that cultural misappropriation?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Should we cancel because of that?
Well, we should be canceled.
Can Kevin Madison do a story on that for us? On how we did.
We should be
Southern
canceled
accents?
for a lot of other reasons.
That's we need our top 3 reasons to be canceled.
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah.
You're gonna need at least 10 of those.
So, what were some of your guys' favorite episodes? None?
No, I'm sorry.
It just caught me off guard. Sorry.
The crickets were loud.
Did you guys even listen?
Yes. I listen to every episode. You know this. I text you as I listen because I usually listen weeks later, and I hear something, and I'll text you both and go, "What the fuck is with this?" Or, "Oh, that's great," and stuff like that.
I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
I like Jimmy from Interlude.
Oh, that was a great one. He was a fucking full of energy.
He's a character.
He really is. I mean, if you haven't been to Interlude 2, I know he's not sponsored of the show, but fucking go there.
I don't know anything about him, never been to the bar, but just the way he kept saying the lube, it was just cracking me up.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah. That was the first interview he's ever done, ever.
He was great.
After 30 years of owning the interlude.
What were some favorite moments of the show?
I mean, I'm like one of the latest ones with Mark Gascoigne. Never done any interviews ever. First interview with us.
So you're just tooting your own horn?
What? No, our horn. It's our 100th episode. It's our show. So I'm going to toot it.
The one show I was listening to, we were talking to Brandy Cummings of the Kenosha Public Library.
Yeah.
And in that episode, we were talking about checking out the ghost hunting equipment they had there.
And we were going to do an episode about that.
That would
and we
be
never
cool.
did.
You should.
No. We never checked out the ghost hunting equipment and went and looked for ghosts.
That could be your Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
This year's Halloween episode.
And that was a great episode with Brandy.
It was?
Yeah, it really was.
Was it in your top?
No, I mean, it was top 10.
Really? 100?
Yeah. Duh. Right?
Sure.
What about Hill's Hot Rod Hideout?
Oh, what a great episode. That's actually in our top 5 most downloaded episodes.
Well, you're going to hear Hill's drop tonight on the show here somewhere. You probably heard it already. Good old Hill. I'm wasted.
Hill's a big supporter of this show. Thank you so much, Hill.
Not as much as these people.
Well, of course not. Because otherwise Hill would be here.
He wanted to be. Isn't that in his drop? I don't remember.
Well, we got to wrap up with our sponsors you want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank all of our great sponsors of all time ever. This is going to be a long laundry list.
I just gave you $100, so I better be on there.
Oh, of course. You're top on there.
Okay, good.
I want to thank all of our sponsors for all 5 seasons. Lucci's Grandview, Union Park Tavern, The Letter Machine, Frank's Diner,
they're really good.
Wink Beauty Boutique, thank you so much. Faded Barbershop for Men.
They're cool.
Blue Horn Digital, Carbox.
He's got the giblets.
Carbox / Downtowner Saloon.
Hey, can I say something about Kaiser's?
Yes.
No, never mind.
Blue Collar Tavern as well. Coming Up Roses Cleaning and Organizing. Lulu Birds. Bird of Paradox. To and From Gift. Am I going to read all these to and from gift
Here's
shop?
That way.
You're doing great.
The Pine Blossom.
Oh, I love that place.
Lou Perini's Common Grounds.
Common Grounds.
Remember Common Grounds?
Coffee.
You guys remember Common Grounds? We give the free coffee out.
Remember.
Yep. Equinox.
Oh,
Captain Mike's next to Home Refined. You going to take over for me?
For what?
I'm at Next Home Refined.
You're doing great.
Gerber's Gift Shop.
Yeah, they're awesome too.
You don't care about our sponsors, do you?
No, you're doing great, man.
Gerber's Gift Shop. AccuWell with Laura Cox. Remember Laura Cox when I asked her out on that date during the show?
Aww.
What'd she say?
Oh, she was all about it.
How'd it go?
I hope she doesn't listen to this.
He didn't take her out on a date. He was just joking around, but she kind of thought he was serious, and she messaged him like later the next week, like, "Hey," and he's like, "No."
Oh no!
Because he was just it was like kind of like the question of like, where would you recommend someone go for their first date in Kenosha? And she's like, "Oh, I don't know, go here." And now he's like,
I'll take you
there on a date. And she's like, "Oh yeah, we could talk afterward." Or you said we could talk afterwards.
Oh,
and she's like,
did.
"Okay."
Oh, such a player.
Oh, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker.
So we've done 100 episodes. A lot of them you were single. I mean, you had
yeah.
some you didn't, but
yeah.
Did you ever get any after an episode with any of our guests?
I'm not able to talk about that because Kevin's in the room right now.
They do have a history.
I hate this guy.
I just wanted to ask. All right. Do you have any more sponsors you want to thank?
Lomacre Travel.
Hey, I love them.
The Special Nacho Queen. Yeah. Roar.
Who owns that?
Gary Schneesberger. Did I get that right that time?
Not you.
Never.
Not even close.
Never.
Thank you, Gary, for that. Shannyn Franklin, Hide and Cheese, Aaron Hunzinger of AHDidIt. He's a great man. He's great. Remember the stuff he did for the Christmas Carol? That was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Where am I here? Public Craft Brewing Company, Washed Out Hair Products. Do you remember Washed Out Hair Products?
Yay.
No.
Well, remember that?
That was Justin Sawyer's hair company he had. and we had to read their website up every time.
That was the fucking worst.
HTTP colon.
Not quite that bad, but it was. I got it written down here. It's,
we'll give them a plug.
Yeah, go check out.
Is it still a working, functioning website?
But if you want to check out washouthairs.bigcartel.com. And anytime you hear us say this, you kind of hear us like chuckling and trying not to laugh.
Yeah, go back to those old episodes. You're like, what?
I'm going to order some of this shit.
He didn't have a Facebook page or anything like that. He was like, hey, you want to check out Washed Out at washouthairs.bigcartel.com. And if you're involved with Big Cartel, you're probably not legit. I mean, that's... Come on, man. BigCartel.com?
We don't want to forget. No, we don't want to forget about Dakini Healing Arts, where we recorded some of our first episodes. Jake, you were there as well.
That metal table we were trying to record on. That was loud as hell.
It was so hot. Four episodes there. We did there right off the bat.
During the height of the riots, too.
Yep.
The windows were boarded up.
Yeah.
That's where we recorded our first episode, actually, with Joy from Lulu Birds.
Oh, yeah.
Which got forgotten. Yeah. We got erased. And Jake, you were there for your episode. Corey Elijah, Daniel Thompson, and Gretchen Cavelli. And then we moved on to Faded Barbershop for Men.
And then moved on to Lucci's.
Yep.
Or, Luigi's.
Yeah, yes. Luigi's.
Bennett. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't want to forget In the Garden of Eden, who...
that was a good show.
They were a sponsor as well because, they gave us their space to record when we didn't have a spot.
Though.
But we never did. But they were willing to give us that spot, so we gave them a little bit of.
They didn't buy any sponsorship material,
right? But they wanted to give us their spot, but we found something else. Also, don't want to forget about Kenosha Community Media,
Kenosha Community Media.
God damn it. Did I burp during that?
Yes. And a hiccup.
Yeah.
But they're like the one media company that's been supporting us.
We don't want to forget about Kenosha Community Media, the only media company that supports us here, unlike the Kenosha News.
Well,
Dropping Daisies for the great theme song that they gave us, and of course, Luigi's Pizza Kitchen.
And we're still using that theme song.
Yeah.
100 episodes in.
We're in 100 episodes.
And where is that, Donnie, on the charts?
Number one on the charts, and of course, number one in all of our hearts.
Exactly.
Yay!
Yep. Don't forget to order those pizza pies. I had to get that in this episode.
So, Donnie, it's been 100 episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of drinks, a lot of guests, a lot of talks. But I guess I gotta ask you something. You're like, you want me to ask you something?
Yeah,
you want me to ask you a question?
Ask me, yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Hey, we are
Connecting Kenosha.